Chào mừng các bạn đến với Seti Classes học tiếng Anh chuẩn Cambridge. Hôm nay mình cùng tìm hiểu về trình độ B2. So students generally reach B2 level in the upper secondary years. So that's from about 15 years old to 18 years old. B2 really marks the transition from general English to academic or exam-based English. So in the lower levels, like A2 and B1, students talk about everyday topics such as food and their hobbies and their family. At B2, they start to handle more abstract topics. So what is an abstract topic? Well, it's an idea that you can't touch or feel directly, such as freedom, technology and society, or cultural identity. So for instance, instead of saying, I like using my phone, a B2 user might say something like, technology helps us stay connected, but it can also make people feel isolated. Excitingly, B2 is also the level where students really start to sound fluent in English. So we really do see a big change in how our learners sound during this stage. At Seti Classes, we use official Cambridge materials such as Think Levels 4 to 5 and the B2 First for Schools trainer. Lessons are built around the Cambridge communicative and task-based approach. Every lesson integrates all 4 skills of reading, writing, listening and speaking. Our goal is for learners to be able to operate comfortably in an English-speaking environment at school, at university or when they study abroad. Students at this level prepare to take the B2 First for Schools test by Cambridge. And at this level, we're really focusing on the higher order skills, such as analysing ideas and supporting opinions. So a speaking task at this level might look like this. Talk together about what the students have done and decide what was the best use of technology in the classroom. Okay, talk together. Passing this exam proves that students can read and write complex texts, follow extended speech, and communicate fluently in English. B2 is also the bridge to IELTS, with a high B2 being equivalent to a 6.5 on the IELTS test. So what skills do students develop at this level? Well, for listening, students can understand lectures and podcasts on abstract topics. In speaking, students can discuss issues together, coming to an agreement about a particular topic, all the while giving reasons for their opinions and using an appropriate academic register. In reading, students can identify arguments within a text, separate facts from fiction, and focus on detailed meaning in longer articles. In writing, students are able to produce formal emails, essays, and reports that are structured with clear organisation and cohesion throughout. Okay, so what resources are best for students at this level? Well, I think the most important thing is that students read things that are not textbooks. So that means online articles, books, fiction and non-fiction. They really are able to understand texts that are designed for native speakers at this level. And just studying things in a textbook, like your school books for example, is not going to stimulate them enough. So because the students at this stage are approaching a sort of 6.5 IELTS level, they really are able to tackle reading and listening texts that are designed for native speakers. So I would recommend them to read any fiction, any non-fiction that they find interesting in a bookshop, and listen to any podcasts that match their interests. So my key advice for parents at this stage is to stay on the course, stay studying English. If your child is in grade 10, many parents can be tempted to just jump ship and transfer to IELTS preparation straight away. In my opinion, this would be a mistake. Your child's English is still developing and they need this time in order to push their ability even higher, so that eventually, when the time comes when they actually do need to practice to take the IELTS exam, their English ability has been growing for those past 1 or 2 years and they will come out with a higher band score. At Seti Classes, we help our students move beyond basic classroom English to think, perform and communicate confidently in B2 and beyond, following the Cambridge pathway to fluency. If you have any questions about our Cambridge courses, please comment below. We're always happy to help.